Hello everyone, my name is Mitchelle Borges, Senior Operations Manager Preschool in Eduvate team. When I joined the team, I was handling only operations with a team of 2 assistant managers who basically look at deliveries for the school, collections in terms of revenue that we are receiving from the school, how we can better the service, understand how academics is working with the school, coordinate with the academics team, coordinate with the logistics team, all the run through of this. However, besides this, I also support the logistics team in managing orders that come through from the sales team. There are different projects that have started that have come up that I've been a part of as well. We are looking at over-the-counter sales that is happening, which is not just providing schools to the kids to the school, but also material that is, we set up a counter at the school itself. So I'm looking at allocation of team members as well as checking the daily collections as to how things are running about and how many sales have been done with the school. So while we are looking at just operations, it's not just operations in preschool, but we are looking at other things that are come up during my tenure with the Eduvate team, that is other roles, other responsibilities as well in fact. Change is still not very much accepted at the preschool level. See, in preschools, it is more like an introduction of education to the students coming in. What happens is that we are still looking at certain institutes following the old school method wherein they want writing involved in preschool. They want the children to be able to read and write fluently before they even go to grade 1. This is introductory. They are really small, and that is the reason why our government has come up with an education policy to ensure that teaching is done at a level where it is absorbed by them better, and that is what we are following with our curriculum as well. However, schools today, even preschools today, still demand a lot in terms of not the basic understanding of letters and numbers, but also understanding of environmental studies, introduction to various other languages like Hindi, Marathi for that matter, which is too much for a child at the introductory stage. That is a challenge that we are still facing, and we are working towards it. Talking to the clients, giving them an understanding of what we are doing, why we are doing, giving them a better explanation in terms of, we are offering what we are offering as per the National Education Policy, which will then, once enforced, will be a mandate to follow anyways. What we are doing, in fact, we are already ready with it. Our curriculum is in line with the National Education Policy. And what we are doing basically is, whenever schools do come up with these demands saying that they need environmental studies or they need writing to be introduced since before nursery, or they want the children to be able to read and write fluently, we explain that it happens in stages. It cannot happen from day one of a child joining school. It needs to happen in stages, and eventually, while the child moves on to higher grades, he or she is learning how to go about enhancing these skills rather than just learning for the sake of learning. Understand the need of the client to be able to cater to them in a better way. Each client may have, while running preschool, is basically providing education to those small kids, children that are coming to school. What we look at is how do they want to cater to that, while they're looking at doing it in terms of only doing it books, or they want to do it with books and videos, or they want to do it with books and activities and videos. So we have an array of items that we provide to the school that we can enhance the child's education. What we try to understand is what a client needs and then present to them as to what we can help with and how best we can help them. Well, I will not say in Eduvate as such there has been a challenge, to be honest, but from a female perspective, what we look at is operations is not generally considered as a role for women, considering there is a lot of traveling that is involved. There are visits that happen to various locations, and the locations may not be in tier 1 cities, and it also you categorize something as a man's job. So generally when there is hiring that is done, they categorize, you will probably look at what the job requires you to do, what is the requirement, and then you probably have a preference in terms of gender who will be able to deploy what is the role demanding. In Eduvate, luckily we do not have that, but yes, in the education industry, academics is mainly categorized for women, while operations is considered like a male job. Like, whatever is, it is better if a man goes about traveling and dealing with clients in terms of providing logistic support, or for that matter, dealing with a client to understand revenue collection, how does it work and how do you go about with it. Like I said earlier, luckily in Eduvate we do not have operations considered as a man's job. In fact, our implementations head itself is a lady. Our marketing head is a lady. Majority of our team members in Eduvate, in the operations team, are women itself. That itself is a big thing, wherein you are not categorized as per your gender, or your role is not given, or a responsibility is not given to you basis your gender. However, it is as per your caliber. Thank you.